what at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Would I be evicted on the first day?
Second
But
day.
I was always up for eviction.
But somewhat grace took you through till the very end. Asiedua, let me tell you something. Normally, aside this, as your friend, I won't tell you because baby, but mommy can't show. I think it takes a very bold, courageous, and literally a very humble person to make the statement you have made. Do you know why? Because when you are in a competition, we all feel like you have what it takes. Like we have this kind of ahomasua gidi gidi gra gra. You feel like you have it all. You have what it takes. You do not. Most of us do not spend a minute to say that. What about you? Like, what at all is it about me that God has taken me through from day 1, day 2, day 3, finale to this point? You think, oh, you have it. I'm beautiful. Oh, I can speak eloquently. Oh, I'm this, I'm this. So you think you deserve it. But you don't see the grace that keeps carrying you from stage to stage. So it takes a very bold person to actually make the statement that there was competition. There was competition. But it took grace. And it took the will of God to take you from that stage. You openly actually saying that, what about you? And you say, and you say, wunim kasa. But what if you even want to think about the kind of family, the kind of home you come from, and all the votes you even amassed, who voted for you?
And
who at all voted for you? I just say, like, people went through, you know, when you think about it. So you're asking yourself, what at all is it about you?
I remember talking to my manager, Lampard. Thank you so much for everything you are doing for me. And he would tell me that, you know what? So when we started the show, when they are talking to me, I would ask them, oh, how is the voting going? And within the 3rd week or so, he told me that, it's not the votes that will take you anywhere. It's just by your performances. And then I was trying, and at a point I was also struggling with my performances. And then I spoke to him again. He said that your God comes on Sundays.
He does come on Sunday.
He comes on Sundays because the whole of the week they will not get literally nothing,
And Sunday
Sundays, like, they don't know where the money comes from. And then there are so many people that think that GMB is something very trivial. I'll sit here today and tell you that even a person that is evicted on the first day, you don't have to take the person for granted.
You have no
Trust
idea.
me, I joke a lot. I'm a very funny person. People even call me a comedian. But truly, the kind of the level of intensity it comes with is no joke. And so even if you see someone being evicted on the first day, I think that we should take time, appreciate over the years everybody that has been evicted, everybody that was able to decide, being able to decide to even go for the competition itself.
GMV.
You've done well.
Every single person that manages to sail through the auditions and be on GMB stage is a contender. The person is a competition. It's just like, because it's not a joke.
Yeah.
Minya, and you grow. Like, I mean, I feel like people, like, they just watch it like that. Like you just watch it on Sundays, like we perform, they just judge and then you are gone. Or the next thing they'll see us is maybe we are on TV talking about our day, we are going here. It's all roses. Even roses have what? Thorns. It's not easy. So like, I mean, anyways, so fast forward, GMB is over. You were crowned second runner-up of Ghana's Most Beautiful 2022. How has it been? You had 1 year of reign, right? How has that been? Because I know that, let me give you a basis. I know that what we know, what we see on TV and judge with is the fact that, wow, all we are seeing is this queenly figure. you know, a lot of ladies would die to be in your position, I
Yeah.
dare say, right? Crown, second round of Ghana was beautiful. But of course, screens don't show you the challenging
Yeah.
aspects of it. So just quickly run us through, how has it been? I know it's sweet, but I also feel like it should be a mixture of things. How has it been? How has the journey been? Quickly.
I'll call it intentional.
Okay.
It's been very intentional.
Okay.
Because on screens, just like you're saying, people have seen a certain figure.
Okay.
People would want to see a certain kind of lifestyle. People would want to see a certain sort of vibe you give. And so it's up onto you to just, bits and pieces, put everything together to arrive at that perfect person. But can we ever be perfect? No, we
not
can't
at
be
all.
perfect. So
That
after
is why we are
GMB,
all guilty.
we are guilty. We can't be perfect. And so for me, it was a very tough time to just niche what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So right after being crowned and all of that, all of the excitement is done.
Yeah.
Now you're home. It's you. And if
And
you
you're
have
good.
you're good. And if you have a sofa, you're sofa. And if you don't have TV, then you stare into the wall and all of that. Then you would have to make very intentional decisions.
Yeah.
Where are you going to be going to? Where are some of the events that you are going to make presence? Is it important? Do you think you are going to gain something from it? Do you have to stay at home? And so it's not all beautiful and all smooth as people see it. You would have to make very, very intentional decisions. Once that will help you, because if you don't end up making those intentional decisions, you may end up living a life that has been projected on you by the public, people that see you and all of that. Because I don't have a car. I don't have all of the glammed up dresses, all of the shoes and all of that. I have to do what I'm comfortable in doing. And so that's where the challenge is.
Okay.
You would have to sit and now assess yourself. So this is the kind of conversations I've had with people, the just recent queens that just ended Ghana's Most Beautiful. Whenever I have the opportunity, I tell them, I know it's been 2 years since your
time.
my time, but I was very intentional about some decisions. If you don't take care, people are going to use you. People are going to, just make you feel that, you should do it all. But at the end of the day, these people are not even going to give you money. These people are not going to put money in your pocket to do. If you don't
anything.
find 1 or 2 people that are already there and love you and know that this girl has something, let me nurture her in that sense. You wallow and wallow and wallow, and then nothing will come out of you. So it is all about being very intentional.
Okay.
I won't lie to you. I had a lot of difficult times. I remember there was a time I was now coming to Accra fully to settle. And then I called one of the past queens and I told her, I'm like, I've spent all my money in boarding Ubers, ordering Ubers, boats and all of that. I'm not saying if you have your money to order all of those things, don't order, because sometimes your appearance to certain places determine the treatment you are going to give
Obviously.
you. But I mean, when you realize that the whole atmosphere is not going to pay, you just have to go according to your
What you can.
What you can.
Yeah.
And I called her. I'm like, hey, instead of one for chochoa, I'm saying you're for chocho. And then what did I have to do? Then I had to sit down and think, because at the time I was not working.
Yeah.
And so what am I going to do? Maybe I'll board chocho from one end to another, and then just order Uber to
And
continue my journey.
Depending on where you're
Nobody's gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
Nobody is going to.
But even if they know, who cares?
Who cares?
Nobody does. I mean,
and all of these people that are on social media and making you feel like you
my
should
girl.
live a certain type of life, you can't even question them on their lives
you
that
have
they are
no
living.
idea. Sometimes if you actually find out the struggles some of these people or some of us go through just because you want to maintain a certain appearance, like she's saying, it will be projected on you. Once you are seen on TV, even as a waka pass, and somebody catch a glimpse of you on TV, where we are, automatically, you are a celebrity or a star. Me, if you tell me I'm a star, I'll take it. If you tell her she's a star, she'll take it. She's a celebrity. That's fine. But all these come with so much expectations that if you are not a person that can stand on your grind, your grid, and do it well, you will just allow pressure to take the lead before you follow. When him say your last money is 50 cedis, you say braha, what the 50 cedis now boy do uber alcohol. Then you come back home with nothing. You are hungry, thirsty. Like
it will be
you
one room, one crying.
Just are they? With that being said, right? I just also want to throw it out there in public. We understand that when you see the person, you have some sort of expectation, some sort of likeness. Some places you expect to see the person, some places you don't expect to see. But understand that after all these pageantries, after the TV, except it's a constant, continuous job that you are doing that is paying you. But if it's something for a moment, after it's done, we are going back to reality. If you were a teacher and your school hasn't even sacked you because you left them to go and do GMB and you still get the opportunity to go and teach, you're still going to go back to being a teacher. Except say, ebi awako na wanya opportunity kesiye bi.
Exactly.
And if you are telling me that you are a teacher and every day you have to go to work Monday to Friday, into Monday to Friday, what's the Amasaman? We'll call Accra, Ejuma, Obebodu Uba, 115 cedis daily in and out. What extra job are you doing to
keep up with
that lifestyle? You understand? So sometimes when you see us in church, you understand why. Understand? And
but regardless, I would also want to say that it's a very beautiful opportunity to also be on a platform like that. And so if you're a young lady and you're opportune to being on that stage, don't hesitate. Okay, because it's opening up a lot of doors. I know her. Now I know her, right? I didn't know her.
No, say it well. Now you're privileged to know
now
me.
I'm
Her
privileged
grace, her ladyship.
to know her ladyship.
Thank you so much.
Ethel. I'm Bang Soku. The Soku there, I love that name. And I'm privileged to know so many people. Not that it will put money in your pocket, but connections, networking is actually a very good source, you know. And so you should also look at that as well. It will help you, you know, build that portfolio that you are building as a young person.
So like you know, when we are in the house, right, everybody is supposed to like come up with a project or something that when you are done, that is what you come out and share to the world. And I remember I took women in entrepreneurship, but like when you are out, sometimes it's difficult to maintain. In that 1 year of space you had as a reigning queen, second runner-up of Ghana's Most Beautiful, what topic did you pick to embark on? What was that passion-driven topic that you took, and how did it go? How was the journey? Was it smooth? Was it, you know, how was it like?
I think I would say the journey to my project was a roller coaster because I knew what I wanted to do, but how to actualize it was a problem. And so I had to align my vision with, you know, people who were already there, benevolent individual stakeholders, to actually make it a reality. And so I decided to work in the space of education. So education in the basic schools, all in the rural communities in the central region.
Okay.
That's where I come from. I have to do something for them. And why education? Because when I was very little, I would say it's a privilege, because they being in that space and then living that life, that was what they were used to. And so me entering that space was also a privilege, because they had opened up their space to me. So I went to a public school in the central region in Ikunfi Abor. I don't know if your viewers would know the place, but Ikunfi Abor in the central region. And truly, man, not kidding, the life that these kids were living, they used to send rice sack bags. You know those times, Uncle Sam rice
bags.
Wetra na was one book sashim, and some of them didn't even have shoes to take to school, and so I saw what they what they were going through, and it that memory never escaped me. And so getting that privilege to be on the Ghana's most beautiful stage, I termed it young and ready, because I believe that children are always ready to learn, but what matters is the environment that is being offered them. We live in a space, Ghana, and our societies have made us think that if a child goes to a private school, then that child, but we don't make these children who go to public schools, make them feel good about themselves, that you know what, you also deserve
the
better.
school environment is not even welcoming.
And yet, so what we have to do, how can we make the environment comfortable? How can we make the environment accessible for these children? Is by providing them the basic learning materials, books, uniforms, anything that at least could put a smile on their face and make them know that they also deserve good things. It's not just something good we are doing to them, but at least school, papa, they deserve it, because at the end of the day, we are growing these children up to be ministers, presidents, and all of that. And so they deserve the very best. So Young and Ready is for every single child going through such. And so we hope that as time goes by, or as we elevate, we would be able to spread across and then also help these children. So creating a very easy and accessible environment for children in the rural communities.
You know, this has just quickly reminded me of your very last performance during the grand finale. You have had wonderful performances during GMB, but that performance was the one. The grand finale performance. When they say this is it, the grand finale was the one. I was filled with goosebumps. I still have the video. I was filled with chills. I was screaming my lungs out from where I was seated. I was like, see, you people, this is the performance. This is the performance of the night. In your uniform and the emotions you used to carry each word out. I felt like people were not listening to you enough. That's how I felt. I felt like, in my head, I'm like, are you people hearing her? Are you hearing what she's saying? Because it felt like every word you brought out was out of emotion. It's because of something you truly felt to the core. That is what you were. And explaining how Young and Ready initiative came about. Now I am aligning the two, and I truly understand the performance even better, because it's like you wanted them to live in your head of what you saw that time that never escaped you. But I mean, Young and Ready, is it still like working? Are you supposed to? So are you collaborating with other individuals? If someone wants to reach out to help, they are doing something in connection with education. Are you interested? How do they get in touch with you and all that?
Definitely. I will be so privileged to have every single person come on board. So Young and Ready is on Instagram. It's Young and Ready. Or you can send me a DM on my own page. It's Asiedua Afeni. and quickly I would respond if it's regards to Young and Ready.
Nah, yes, see,
Please.
regards to Young and Ready.
Please.
And Koka, hi, hello. Hi,
Please.
sister, how are you?
Please,
Hello.
so please just do it accordingly. We beg you.
So please, if you are texting her about Young and Ready, I mean, people who would text you about Young and Ready will know how to go about it. Hi, hello, this is my name. I wanted us to have a collaboration about Young and go straight to the point.
We need help both from Ghana, outside of Ghana. I don't think that we should subject the kind of help we need to a certain, particular frame of things that we need. Every help is help. It can be maybe an advice. Maybe you would want to come along one of our events to speak to the children. It's also very welcomed. If you want to come on board, whatever way you want to help.
Donation. Let me say it for her. She can't say donation. Cash. If you have books the children need it for library, if you have excess shoes, like she said, they need shoes, they need new uniforms, they need pencil case, all the things we need for school. So like and if you have like 5,000 cash check, whatever, let them money flow.
Take it. And
They'll
so
take it.
collaborations are open, and for now this year we've not embarked on anything major, but we are looking forward to doing something in the course of the year. It's a little surprise. I don't want to share it now, but if anything comes up, she would know first, and so you would definitely get to hear about it. I think I've had a very, very beautiful time on this show, and I must say it is indeed the dark room.
And it is the doing of the Lord. Please, even though she's saying it's a secret, if you want to collaborate, you need to reach out to her, right? If you have something you want to do with her, you need to reach out to her so that you can do it together and put a smile on that child's face. Let them say that Asumesi went to school because you did it. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I feel like in all the time we have spent, we've basically said everything. But just to gradually bring the whole thing to a conclusive end, I'm just going to take you through a very interesting, quick and swift this or that.
Okay.
Then we use it to close the whole thing. So for the first one, do you like coffee or you like tea?
I love tea. Coffee day.
Tea with milk or just tea?
Tea with milk.
Okay.
Condensed guma.
Would you prefer a fictional book or you prefer a non-fictional book?
Well, fiction actually helps you live a certain world in your mind. I think I would prefer fictional books.
Are you movies or books? Prefer to watch movies or prefer to read books?
Movies.
Yante.
Movies.
Mate. I say movies.
Movies, please.
Okay.
Movies.
Who is your all-time favorite artist? All time.
In terms of musicians.
Yeah,
singing.
in terms of musicians.
Charlie. All time. Hey.
All time.
One can say be a Ghana ni, and I say
all time.
hey. I love Chike. I love Chike. I love Fireboy, DML. I love Shayna Tune.
Natural makeup or
Won't say dinner me bo
Dem me say back,
I
oh,
love them,
baby.
but Chike dia no ho. Chike dia no. Hey! Hey!
You know that song? Me feel you,
Angaza.
honestly feel me, angaza. Me yada, angaza. Honestly yada, me angaza.
But this one is like it's one end
checking the feeling. Mister, you post a video where I'm tag Chike.
Oh,
we
Chike.
tag 100 tags. No,
Please, from Project's Fame, I've loved you.
Aww.
The Voice Nigeria, I've loved you.
Hey,
So
she's been
please,
following you for a while.
Please.
Oh my goodness. Anywho, I think it's It's been exciting.
Mm.
It's I am wondering how you and I managed to keep the composure until the end of this podcast, but
Very
it is
professional,
the
right?
doing of the Lord, and it's marvelous in our
Yes.
side. Yeah, it's very marvelous. I'm grateful.
Mm.
Thank you so much for making time to be seated here today. Thank you so much for sharing wisdom. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Thank you so much for being lovely. And I'm grateful. That is all I can say. But before we go, one last thing. Looking at your life, the things you've gone through, how you've grown, the lady you have become now because of all the experiences you have seen, witnessed, and been part of.
Mm-hmm.
What is that one thing you would tell every young lady watching you today that they should take it and let that be their guide? Anytime things are not going according to how they want, because right now social media pressure, they should use what you have said as their guide back to the right path. What is that one thing you say?
I would say that it's no rush. You know, a lot of times I think that in as much as people are giving us pressure, is it even pressure? People are living their lives, putting their lives
Yeah.
out there. And so what we can do is to just give ourselves time. Okay? You can't be 1 year today and then the next moment you want to be 40 years. People have walked the path and then they've lived certain experiences. And I'm glad that she mentioned the experiences. I know I've not even lived all of them yet. I'm still living them. And so the only good thing in a world that is full of confusion, full of so many things, tension going on, all that you can do to help yourself is stay true. I know you've heard it times without number, but truly, you are the best version of yourself when you are really yourself. Don't let anyone give you pressure. Don't let that boy give you pressure. Don't let that girl give you pressure. Please.
Don't let that lifestyle.
No, nothing at all. No pressure whatsoever. Because at the end of the day, we'll call back to your house and you lay on your bed. You lay on the bed alone. Your head is on that pillow alone. You are left with your thoughts. And so please, do things that at the end of the day, your thoughts will agree with you and not fight with you.
Hey! Oh boy, no, because every time when I want to, Yapon, Penny, Mr. Cat, why? Because wait, you're the answer to you.
You are the
It was for Mumbai. May I say why? This is the Dark Room podcast with Her-LADYSHIP, and my guest today, my wonderful guest today was Asiedua. And when you go to bed at night to sleep, your thoughts would agree with you and will not fight against you. And truly, you are the best version of yourself when you are you. You see that I can't, what you've said, I can't add salt or pepper or Maggi or sugar. Like, it is just sweet. What kind of pepper, it is sweet. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful you made it. Right.
Thank you too.
And please, add subscription. Is it that difficult to press the subscription button? Is it? Please subscribe for me. Okay? Subscribe, comment, like, share to your friends and family, because someone desperately needs this advice to put their lives back on track. So please, I beg you, have mercy on me, okay? Thank you guys so much. I love